win for those who are fighting to keep more jobs from being automated.
Yeah, the Federal Aviation Administration says it'll keep staff meteorologists at 21 air traffic control centers. This after the union representing the weather specialist issued a press release saying the FAA had planned to get rid of them in favor of automated systems.
Here to explain why this is so significant, we have got our chief transportation correspondent and pilot, Mackay Beeler, as well as our non-automated meteorologist, Ted Phaeton. Grateful for both of you, by the way, but Mackay is a pilot. Why is this the right decision?
I'm going to tell you, from a pilot's point of view, I can say the FAA's decision to keep meteorologists in air traffic control centers, it's a wise one, because personally I would much rather have a trained professional when it comes to understanding weather than an automated system try to guide me around dangerous weather. And Ted, you know though that systems that are automated can have flaws.
Yeah, that's the thing. When you want a trained meteorologist or someone to look at the data, because while technology is supposed to make our lives easier, there are things that the sensors could freeze over, power goes out, beyond our control that could impact the data. For example, if we could pull up this graphic, if we're looking at temperatures, many folks could see, hey, this looks normal, but look at the outlier here, 77 degrees when everyone's in the 60s. As a trained meteorologist, I will look at that and see if there's something wrong with the sensor, because that's where the data and unfortunately these automated systems might steer us wrong. But it makes me wonder, with this being very possible, why was there ever a time when meteorologists weren't in the traffic control centers?
Right, yeah, it hasn't always been that way. And sadly, it took a tragedy for Congress to make a change. In 1977, a Southern Airways DC-9 passenger plane flew into a thunderstorm, and both engines failed. The plane made a crash landing on a Georgia road, killing 72 people. Now, it was later discovered by the National Transportation Safety Board that the crew had not been warned of the dangerous weather. They just didn't know. So in the 1980s, Congress authorized National Weather Service to have meteorologists in these air traffic control centers to advise us.
Yeah.
Because many times we are in the clouds. We're depending on air traffic control to tell us where to go if we don't have all that fancy equipment on board. And those air traffic controllers rely on human beings like you, specialized meteorologists, to guide them so they can guide us.
Now, my question here is, being familiar with weather, and we've spoken about the different elements, I could forecast, I could mention things that I see in the storm. What does that communication sound like for the meteorologists speaking to the pilots? Do they speak directly to the pilots?
They do not. So we have air traffic controllers. So a lot of airports don't even have towers. Of course, Charlotte Douglas International does. So I take off from Charlotte Douglas International, I talk to the tower, then I talk to departure, then I'm handed off to different centers, different radio frequencies, where air traffic controllers will guide me to the next leg in to my destination. The air traffic controllers will have the information from meteorologists like you, so they can advise me, as opposed to depending on automation.
Yeah.
They talk to the experts like you. So we are so grateful, because you can save lives.
Yeah, teamwork, dreamwork, right? Here's the thing. We know that these automated systems, they could track weather in real time. Now, as a meteorologist, we are professionals at pattern recognition. So let's take something like an example of the radar, for example, Mackay. We see how storms behave, but what you can't see here is the outflow boundary, which is the fancy way of saying the storms push air around, and we know where the other storms are likely to develop based on the activity of the radar. So this is an example outside of Dallas that shows more of those showers push further east of the line of storms that most sensors probably wouldn't pick up on, which is why the discernment is so important. And meteorologists and FAA officials are going to be working together moving forward, which I'm happy to see.
Me too. And we appreciate you meteorologists and our air traffic controllers.
Guys, we'll send it back to you.